Hello, hello. That's what I get for updating the app right before I go live. Not cool. Um, huzzah, indeed. But welcome in. How are you? Um, I got rid of the TTS, the text to speech option for subscriptions to incentivize using the actual TTS option on Lumia Stream. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it because I kind of liked the the subscription message. But we'll see. That was weird. The music just completely dipped away. Um, but yeah, welcome to a just chatting Sunday stream. I haven't done one of these in a minute. Uh, I also can't figure out how to regulate my temperature, and my toes are cold, but the rest of me is warm. I'm upset. I am upset. I also picked a gray shirt today for some reason. Don't at me. Don't at me. I think we'll do the D&D blanket hood like we did last time. It's a good vibe. Ah, yeah. And contrary to popular belief, I'm not sick. My sinuses are just really mad at the change in weather the last 2 days. Uh and a little tired, but that's why we have coffee. Do you have your coffee? Mm, amazing. So yeah. Uh, it's been a week. It has been a week. I also took my Stream Deck Plus to work and forgot to bring it home. So now I am adjusting my music manually like a freaking pleb. Like I have to go into the app and everything. Like I can't just like reach up and turn a little dial on my desk. Like uh, it's the worst. Yeah, I know. I'm upset. But the what you call it? QLab released their official Stream Deck plugin. I believe beginning of last week or end of the week before. Um, very, very cool. I think they did a launch video. Let me go find it. This is a just streaming or just chatting stream after all, so we can look at some of this content and be like, ooh, ah. Where is it? Stream Deck QLab. Was it Instagram? I think it might be Instagram that they launched the official support for it. Ba, 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 ba. Because eventually I'd love to buy a Stream Deck for our sound and video computers because I think it would be legit. Yes, it looks super cool. How practical? I don't know. Uh, okay, so they got the official documentation. Let's switch over here. So they got the official documentation on their website. Um, it's just fun. It is very fun. Um, so yeah, basically you just it's using OSC. I do wish that they had a that the address and port was universal because right now, like, let me can I pull it up on here? I probably can. I can. Um, so yeah, like if I go to profile one, because I started playing around with it, these are individual address and ports per button type. As someone who loves random queue names when the name isn't necessary, yeah, I have to add to each button. That sounds annoying. I don't think it's universally that way. Like, I think if I go to workspace transport, no, it is. Oh, that's annoying. I wish there was a way to uh set it, because that's the thing, is right now it's set up as if you want to control uh your device. So like if I open up QLab right now, uh new workspace, bring this over. Like if I add a oh, I can't really show this because I don't have my device. A but it's set up so that way you are controlling um only something currently on your device with 127.0.0.1, the home address. It controls anything that's currently on your device at this port. So if this button is triggered, which I don't think, yeah, I can't do without the device, it would hit go on this device. But if I had another device on another system, it only would be able to trigger it if I set in their address. So this is super useful and quick to set up if it's controlling the current device that you're on. But what if you had a separate profile that is like collaborator mode, where it's all the same buttons, it's just set up for the IP address of the remote device. So as long as you are connected to the same network as that remote device, which if you're using collaborator mode, you should be able to, you could use all of these buttons for that. Now, what I haven't been able to figure out yet is if I can use collaborator mode on my device using this. Yes. But I don't know because I haven't been able to try it yet, and I might play around with it today because I'm going into the shop for something. That if I have collaborator mode open and I'm controlling things on my computer with the 127 uh address, will it manipulate the collaborator remote device? Very curious if that's going to work. So, we shall see. I'm very, very excited about those prospects. But look at all the things that you can fricking do. Like workspace transport. I don't know why they called it these names, but it's QLab, so they're a little weird. Um, but yeah, so this one button is go, audition, panic, pause all, resume all, reset all. So you just select what you want it to do and it automatically changes the button style. Um, yeah, super, super cool. Selected queue transport is also good because whatever you're selecting will do this instead of a universal, uh, just a universal go. You can do all this stuff, which I'm really, really happy about. But yeah, move selection, move playhead, because again, you can make those two things separate. Continue mode. I haven't looked at this one yet. What is it? How does it actually uh oh, it's a universal button. So I'd have to make 3 different buttons unless I made like a pop-up or something. I'm excited to build this profile. That's what I have determined. I'm gonna turn my music down. A little loud in my head. Um yeah, what I really like this master button, or dial on my Stream Deck, it allows you because it's set up 00, that's 00, like in regards to like the array. So I can adjust the master level of whatever cue is currently selected, which I think is incredible. I can adjust the rate of whatever cue is currently selected. And also I'm in the dials. You can do the layer it's on, the opacity of it, translation X and Y, the scale of it, the rotation, the anchor point, and this one, which I think is awesome, you can do cropping with your dials now. So you can legitimately have like shutter dials on your Stream Deck Plus. So you say like I make a new page that I could have top, bottom, left, right. And then I can crop my image with the 4 dials. Like that's pretty that's awesome. Like that was a definite like um something that they probably that I didn't even know I could like do that I am now so excited exists. Like I didn't know that I had to look forward to it. um so yeah, being able to do that, like I think what I'll probably end up doing is having I'll have 3 profiles, one for oh, they don't have any lighting control on here. I wonder if that's on purpose. Yeah, there's no lighting control. It's just video and audio right now. That is interesting. I wonder if it's because they didn't know how to implement it. Because, the lighting code, like the way the lighting cues work is a little bit more complicated. Because everything is, like, name-based. Like, if I pull up a light cue right now. Oh, I gotta patch a definition. Hold on. Um, RGB. Generic. Where's generic? I love the product generic. There you are. So if I do, like 3 of these and I prefix it with RGB, create instrument. So I have RG 1, 2, and 3. So if I go in here, all of this stuff is um is like code based. So it's not actual like sliders when it's programmed. So like there's no easy way for me to get this slider um because the way the cues are built, unless I did something like this, which I'm glad they gave it, but you can't put it on a dial. Like if I go into here, close out this, there's the where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Custom. I can do a this is a really roundabout that I can put a companion button here, and then I can make it a custom OSC message that then sends this code with a plus or minus variable, depending on which way I dial it, to bring it up 1 or down 1. I could do the same thing with MIDI too. Yeah, scripted dial. And that's the thing, is that they didn't implement OSC very well in the lighting side of QLab. Um, but oh, I totally forgot to talk about this. Guess who's going to be talking on a panel for the Digital Media Commission at USITT? This guy. We are doing a NDI and networked video session. It's a 75-minute session where we're all going to talk about NDI and how we implement it, as well as any other like video networking tips and tricks. Um, I was brought in. Jeremy put my name in the ring. Uh, Hats off to Mr. Hopgood. Um, so that way we can we could get into the thick of it and talk about networked video and how we use it, its limitations. I'm coming from a QLab background as well as like Mad Mapper, a little bit of Izzy. But like between me and the other panelist, because I think it's just two of us, um, we have a bunch of cool ideas where we're going to show people what we do, but also just talk about some of the fun things that we've done with NDI and how we've been able to utilize it. One thing that I am curious about is what the new queue looks like. Okay. So what I'll probably do, because I have a new queue, because these are all custom Apple scripts, because of the way that I built this. That if I do this a little bit better, because this is new queue, it opens up companion buttons. Yeah. So, um, yeah, I'm gonna have to rebuild this. Yeah, I'll have to rebuild it. Because this is just gonna be a lot cleaner, right? Like, yeah. The fact that it custom switches the companion button label is really nice. And by companion, I mean Stream Deck. Um, yeah, and you can select queue color like that. That makes me happy. That is super cool. Get rid of color. Yeah. And again, QLab 5. Well, actually, a lot of these probably still work with QLab 4. Now that I think about it. Um, it does. It uses all the colors. Well, as all the colors that are currently supported. Which I think is pretty sweet. I will say I am a little upset that it's not in. So there was some communication shifts with how OSC talks, but I'm not sure. Yeah, that's something again, if I had my Stream Deck, I could test it a little bit further. But yeah, I'm not sure. Like if I let's do this real quick because I have this with me, my iPad. Um the is it companion? No, not this. Oh, I'm not connected. Cool. So I'm trying to remember if I have this option. Oh, I do. I could never remember. So we're gonna look at this over here. Um, iPad. Great. So let's add. Oh, I need to install it. Well, I tried. Let's go install it. Yay! Sorry for any lag. I'm operating within my own computer. Get only for Mac OS. Dang right. Wasn't very helpful. Open in Stream Deck. There we go. Okay, so if I do Q color and all the classics that exist, set a Q color or second Q color. Oh yeah, that's right, because in 5 you could set 2. So if I just select sky blue, so this now exists on my thing. You see I set these a bunch of colors, that if I select this Q and I hit that button, what happens? Nothing. But if I set it to a color that I know exists in QLab 4, because it's right there. Oh, it only works with QLab 5. That is a bummer. Because I know OSC is currently turned on here. And yep, all the ports are correct. Dang, that stinks. Because that means it only works with QLab 5. That is a big bummer. Well, we've been debating on updating the QLab 5 for audio anyway. We spent the money on the upgrade for video. It might just be time to do audio too. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm super curious. I gotta check this on a different screen. So I will just do this while I'm doing this. I gotta type in login information, which is never fun. Um, don't mind me just ferociously typing. Nope. I don't know the login. Okay, it doesn't matter. Update available. What is the update? Oh, it added the OSC for cropping. Great, I'll install that. I'm not using QLab 5 for a little bit. Oh, wait, yeah, I am. Okay, we'll have to make sure that QLab 5 is updated on the computer for the next show. I'm not going to do it for this show because we're currently in tech. But for my personal use, why not? Great. Cool. So, yeah. Oh, we got an ad in 3 minutes. For those of you who are not subscribed. So yeah, I'm excited about that and the prospects. I got to do a lot of work to build my profile because my hope is that I could build one that's just a universal. So if we plug in a device to say our video computer, like we have a Stream Deck Plus for the program now. If we plug it into the video computer, you can just use the standard profile that does the 127.0.0.1 and it'll work just fine, but then copy it, that whole profile, and update the IP so that way, um, or wait, maybe I just make a video profile that only communicates to our current setup. Yeah, because there's no real use in making a video setup for our personal device. It makes no real sense creating a video setup that controls your current computer if what your ultimate goal is that you want to control the one upstairs. Since it's our device, we can kind of afford that. So we don't have to make a 127.0.0.1 because as soon as we switch to whatever, yeah, I think that might be better. We have an audio setup and a video setup, and each of them has the differing IP address situations. Yeah, that should work. I like that better. So that way, let me open up this again. So say Stream Deck Plus. Say we have a selector, if you will. Delete all these because we don't need them. But we have a selector that's probably like audio, video, lighting. Oh, we're on all static IPs now. And all VLAN. We did that during right before Silent Sky. It was such a good idea. So now every device I know exactly what IP address it has. Like blows my mind that we're now at a spot that that is the case. Um so now we have oh, back. Um the different VLANs are the third octet, and then the device that controls everything is either 11 or 12 because um there are some devices that we have that have two control systems, namely lighting, where the main device that controls the system is dot 11, and then the secondary device that could control the system is dot 12. But everything else in the system, the systems basically has one controller, um, and that device is always dot 11. So the audio network is dot 2 dot 11, lighting or video network is dot 3 dot 11, and the lighting is dot 4 dot 11, and then dot 12. So I always know where the devices are connecting, which is super, super nice. Yeah, I actually have, let me see if I can grab the yep, here we go. Yeah, all those check boxes are the static IPs, and it's now universal. We did get a little weird with the ions because I wanted the Nomad to be .11, but because of where we were, it got set to 21. I'm gonna have to change it later, at some point. But yeah, we got all of these. All of the DHCP devices are always .1, dot whatever, because then they're universal devices that can talk to anything. Um, but because you can see their subnet is 255.0.0.0. Yeah, all of these devices, we spent time and got it all converted over to static, which has been awesome. But yeah, the fourth octet, like I said, if it's got a 1 at the front of it, it's a control device. All the rest of them are just compartmentalized. So, uh, like Christie devices are .2. Well, those two. This is .3, .4, or .40, sorry, .50, and then .10 or 100 for the bird dogs. That sort of stuff has been really, really helpful and easy to track down devices now. So can't really say that was the case before. So, um, yeah, putting on slippers was the right call because now my body feels a little bit better about its temperature. So yeah, I think I can't do like a generic, at least I don't think I can, because even then, like the go button has to be specific for the control scheme that we're using. So what it would probably end up looking like, because this will be a Stream Deck Plus, is we'll do this. We'll probably have uh an open for QLab 5. No logo. So that way you can open the app. And then this one will switch to well, is it better if it's a profile or if it's a yeah, profile, because profiles are easier to export. So we'll create a new profile. Oh, we need to, let's go into edit so that way we can actually name these. This is not what I was planning on doing today. QLab home. QLab audio. QLab video. QLab lighting. Which right now is not going to be very helpful because it doesn't do much, but we are going to create it as if it's going to exist. So we'll go back to home. This will be QLab audio, QLab video, QLab lighting. Also, if this is what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch to technology. It is technology, right? No, it's science and technology. There we go. So, let's get the documentation up on the screen as well, because that will be helpful. There we go. That's a nice little layout. Okay, so icon library. The official icon pack Hell yeah. So we'll just boop and then boop, super, super, uh, freaking boop. Like, not much else. um, the other thing that kind of bums me out because all of these are so universal is that I would love to be able to create a go button, a panic button, a pause button, like all of those things, and like move playhead and like universal, but I can't because it's 127, um, which is just such a bummer. um, Honestly, what I wish is that I could have a selector button. That would be nice. A button that changes the OSC IP address for all of my QLab buttons, like just a, and then it just changes all of them, like just a network pull down list. There's your idea for figure 53. Figure it out. Oh, my coffee's gonna get cold. I gotta start chugging. Also, is the flag? Yeah, the flag is also individual. Um, are there any? I wonder if there's any. Uh, what else is useful when you're playing with QLab? I mean, I could do some system stuff, right? Like I could do uh volume, there's screen brightness, control center. Oh, that's my lights. Stream deck brightness, that's not a bad idea. Um, yeah, I don't think any of this is going to be universal in any capacity. Yeah, none of it is gonna work. Um, I mean, having a go back home thing might be a good idea. Um, well, I guess yeah, let's do that. No, no, I can't. It has to be you go into this and then further in. Think that's the only way it works, right? Think that's oh, that stinks. I guess I could have QLab's website. HTTPS QLab app. You know, it would help if I did this properly. Okay, it is the plus sign. Are there any icons in the QLab pack that just look like QLab? Beautiful. Ooh, let's do that. That looks like, hey, take us to the website. Um, it's probably better if it's this website instead. So the documentation. That's that's a better idea. Okay, so um close all instances of an app. No. Um What does a multimedia button do? Oh, it's just play pause. Oh, okay. No, that's not really useful. Uh, oh, I could have a universal save button. That could be cool. No, it's just a normal hotkey. Click to assign. Save. Is there a save icon? I so badly want a little freaking what you call it? Let's just like there it is. Yes. Is that the only one? You know what? It'll do. I love it. Save. We should also have a save as though. Let's try store. If I could spell. No. Folder. Disk. Drive. I want something a little bit more universal. I mean, the save icon thing that we just did is probably the closest we'll get. Is there anything? Wish it would show me the titles before I clicked on it. None of these look really like a save icon at all. Sorry, QLab. You don't really have what I'm looking for. At least it doesn't look like you do. Oh, that works. That works great, actually. Oh, what's the save as workspace command? No, it's just save as. That's fine. Okay. Are there any other? New workspace? Oh, connect to workspace. That could be fun. Yeah, let's do that. So Shift Command K. And then the button will be ah, there we go. Awesome. Okay, I like that because those can be universal no matter what you're plugged into. Save as, connect to workspace, go to the website for data. Those can all be, oh wait. That can also be universal. So let's do that. Dang it. Okay. Website's not really necessary because we're not always connected, but we will always need a settings button. Okay, cool. Beautiful. So volume, let's change the name of this. So this will be screen brightness. Um uh machine volume. Stream deck. I'll just do that. I don't need the word, especially since I didn't spell it right. Machine machine. Open background library. Future. Oh, that looks kind of cool. I like that. Ooh. Can I do that here? Can. Okay. Uh Maybe a gradient is better. This looks QLabby. Not QLabby enough. Retro? No. Seasonal. No, those are way too bright. Pattern. That kind of looks QLabby. Let's do that. That looks pretty cool. And then I can set a background here. Let's go find something QLabby. QLab background. Oops. Caps lock. Images. Maybe purple background. Oh yeah. That looks pretty good. I don't know how bright it looks on your side, but it looks pretty solid for me. Set from file. Let's do that universally because I think that will look nice and clean. Ooh, purple, sexy. I like it. I'm not sure if I want a title. Probably do. Dang it. Oh boo. The icons are kind of set in stone. I wish the machine brightness thing had a dial as well. The Stream Deck obviously does. Dang. Oh, let's get rid of that because we don't need it. So only one page. Excellent. So if we go into the audio one, we'll do the same thing here. Set from file. Well, wait, what? I'm trying to remember I had color codes that I set up a while ago for us. Color code. So audio I have as blue, lighting is green, and projections is yellow. Okay, that's fun. So blue. How about color background? How about color wallpaper? Color wallpaper pack. Solid color backgrounds. You know what? Yeah, that's fine. Download. And we'll do download and download. So we should be able to do this now where if I do boop, set. Excellent. Set. Boom. I wish there was a more exciting what you call it, a more exciting purple, because I don't like the purple that they have right here. And then lighting. Oh, I'm silly. But then that way it'll be really, really easy to tell what profile you're in. Audio. Yeah, like this a lot. Okay, so audio. Let's do boop. Okay, so we will need a go button for sure. And the IP scheme is 10.101.1. Nope, .2.11. That is our sound computer. Wait, we don't need a go button. That's another thing. I don't think I want anything. Yeah, go, audition, panic. I don't want that. I do think a pause all might be useful. I think I don't want any workspace control buttons. I don't think that makes sense. Does it? I think it's all the stuff that you have to go looking for that I want. So we'll do create a new queue. Oh, let's do a folder here. Is there a new queue button in the QLab stuff? Something that looks like, oh, new queue. Look like it. Not really, at least. That kind of. Well, this lo-fi is the best. We'll do that, and I think a big old plus sign, so that way people know that we mean business. So we'll go bottom. And I think I want to do courier as big as it can get, bold. And then I think I need to push it over like that. Man, I wish the font could get bigger. It's so small. Real black looks better. That'll work. So that way when you go into here, it creates that, and then I can do create a new queue. I can do audio. For a hot second, I thought that you couldn't change this. I was about to freak out. Home audio. So new queue. Awesome. New queue. Mic. Ooh, we should have a group queue. And we should swap these around. What other queues? A fade, of course. Yeah, before we try to do the IP address stuff, let's pick what queues. A network queue will be useful. Probably a MIDI and a MIDI file. I think is it MIDI file? Is that what we want? Ooh, I'm not sure. Group, audio, mic, fade. Definitely need those. Well, those are the audio types. So maybe that's what we do. That we do audio type add. And then we do another folder that is like time based. So we do another plus. Okay, maybe Tahoma does work. So time-based ones, that would be, oh, before I continue, I need to make sure that the IP addresses are correct. Great. There, 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 and there. 3,000, 53,000, 53,000. I eventually am going to have to add, so we'll go level. Rate. Master level. Got an ad in a minute and a half, friends. Q rate. I'll do Q master. Q rate. Do I need any of these others? I don't need crop. I don't need that. Duration maybe. Pre-weight, post-weight maybe. I feel like having a selection and playhead might be useful. Move by sequence. Do move by queue. Well, selection almost always follows playhead, so we might not need two of these. We'll do selection and we'll hope. uh, oh, playhead 2 selected. Oh, that's good to know. So if you push it, that's what it does. That's excellent. You could do a load to time. That might be best, honestly. Um, selected queue. Yeah, I think I like selected queue for all of these. That makes so much sense. Awesome. And if I move into the folder, it keeps those. Excellent. Okay, so the folder is the way to go. So audio time-based. So the time-based queues, I need create new queue. And then boop. Boop. So now awesome. So queue type, we need a start queue, a stop queue, and a pause queue. We'll do a load, reset, devamp. Is there another time-based queue? A wait queue. Yeah, that'll work. Cool. So these are the audio queues, which technically group queue is in here, but I don't think that matters. Unless we want to pull this out of here. Yeah, I think that might be best. So we'll delete that, move this over, put the fade here. A network queue is technically not a audio queue, but it's fine. Time code queue. Yeah, that works. And instead of a clock, I think we'll do a playback. Yeah, we'll do that instead. So audio based, great. Yeah, that works. So group queue is always out. I think that's best. So we'll do load to time. Selection, load to time. Great. I'm not sure there's any other queue types that we really need. Oh, a group queue shouldn't go here. We should have a go back thing. Switch profile. And we need a like back to home situation. There we go. And go to home. So it'll always take us back here, which is fantastic. Audio. And I'm doing audio first because this is really selfish, but that's what I'm doing on my show right now. So I'll be able to utilize this like that. Cool. So excellent. We have a new group queue. So I wonder if it makes sense instead of that it's a dot dot dot. No, that looks terrible. I I I'm not sure I actually want text. I think I just want that you select it and it brings you there. That adds a group queue. Yeah, that's best. Okay, so let's see what other control things we can add. Flag is just the F key, so I don't need that. Continue mode might be a good idea. But I think it needs to be a multi-action, and I'm going to get real fancy with it. Okay, so if I do multi-action switch to multi-action. So I want to push the button, I want it to cycle. Or maybe I want to create a folder and do a continue mode button. And then when we go into the folder, auto exit after 3 seconds. And we do a continue. So boop, boop. And then this will be auto continue, auto follow. 10.101.2.11. Boop and boop. Awesome. So when you come into the group, it will wait 3 seconds and then dump you out, which is fantastic. I kind of want to do that to all of these. I'll do 5 seconds for this one, because I want to just always bring you back to that main screen. So maybe this is 5 too. Reset all actions to folder auto exit settings. Okay. Okay, so that's continue mode, which I'm going to put over here because I don't think it makes sense anywhere else. Arm disarm. I could see that being useful, but reset, so I don't need buttons there. That's fantastic. Mute or solos the selected cue. That's pretty cool. I think solo. I wonder if this is a multi-action switch instead. That when you push it once, it solos. That's output 1. Oh, I don't think this is as cool as I thought. Never mind. I tried. Arm disarm could be cool. Is it a toggle? It is a toggle. Okay, let's do that then. Setting or window. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. It's also a window. Condition monitor windows. Ooh, that might be useful. We'll come back to that. Don't need these. Workspace toggle various workspace windows and settings. No. I think this arm and disarm and then mute solo kind of makes sense. Add slice marker might make sense. I don't think cue color needs to be there. If you're getting into cue colors, that might be a little bit further than what we're looking for. Let's look at selected queue transport, see if there's anything. Nope. Yeah. I don't think I want any of that stuff. Personally, I don't think I want any of that stuff. Let's look at arm disarm again. Oops, too many zeros. Uh, so lock playhead to selection. Toggle on off. Live fade preview. Show mode. Audition monitor windows. Light dashboard. Override controls window. Oh, it totally gets rid of the option that it started with. Uh, yeah. Setting or window. Oh no, you have to select it. Lock play hit live fade preview, show mode. Hello? Can you hear me? Yeah. But why isn't music working? Huh. You can hear me, but the music stopped, right? Huh. Yeah, it's like all of my audio settings disappeared on hmm, let's try this. This is a bad idea to do while streaming. This should work, but now it's also giving you music, or it's doubling down. Oh, that fixed it. Okay, we're good. False alarm. And by false alarm, I mean it was bad, and now I fixed it. Oh, that was weird. Like, it just went, "And boop." No idea why. Okay, um, what was the other thing that I was looking at? I was like, "Oh, that could work." Yeah, the mute solo. So you mute output. Let's go look at the documentation real quick. Workspace toggles. That's not it. Where's the arm? Mute solo. This action has 3 required properties. Output defines the queue output will be targeted parameter, defines whether the action will be mute button or solo button, finds whether the action sets the button, turn it on, or unsets it, turns it off. Okay. Where's the arm? This action has 1 required property, set state, which defines whether the action will arm the selected queue to an auto load, disarms it, or toggles the armed state. So live fade preview, show mode, which show mode's kind of cool. Having that as a toggle might be okay. Um, override controls window. Yeah, I don't think I can actually disarm a queue, which is what I was hoping that was. Um, maybe having some of these is a good idea. Then that button becomes confusing. Yeah, I think that button becomes confusing. If I move these here, I could do workspace transports up here. So that way this would be a go button, and then I could do a uh panic button, and then I could do I want to do a pause all, resume all. I think I need to do a switch though. So if there's a workspace transport, pause all, and then a workspace transport, resume all. So then I could do a pause and then a resume. I assume that would work. I mean, we'll see when I get in the space, I guess, because I can play around with it there. Okay. I wish there was an easier way to like determine, hey, this is a add a group. This is a folder of other things you can do. This is a folder of other things you can do. I do like how this looks though, and it's something that can be relatively universal. Like if I can copy this, go into video, boop, awesome. Copy this. I hate how that looks. We're figuring it out. uh, might have to do something a bit more subtle with the background of these. Um, how about X code image generator? Yeah, so let's find where's please hold. I'm gonna pull up my color code because it's based off of Google Colors and see if I can't um uh, standards, templates, and signs, color coding guide. See if I can't steal these colors. Okay, so oh wait, no, that's not gonna work. Because if I do, this is RGB, so if I do 0000FF, that would be way too intense for this, right? Oop, cut from file. Yeah, it needs to be way darker, is what I'm learning. So like 1 1, no. 23, no. 9 9, no. 50, no. 42. Yay, let's do that. Because then I can just do super dark. Yeah, that's what we want. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so video, it needs to be orange, which is 00. Orange is a little bit more red. 23. Because it's a lot of red and a little bit of green. X of orange. uh FFA5. So yeah, it needs to be a lot of red and a subtle amount of so if this is FF and then it was A5, that's way too yellow. Um yeah, it's just way too bright is what it is. So if I do 42 and then 10, no. 42 makes it yellow. 23 um 30, maybe 99, 42. Oh, that kind of works. Let's do 80, 40. That looks brown. 50, 42, 23. That's brown. 50. No. 20, 60, 40. 23, 30, 40, 42, 23. We're gonna, that's what we're gonna do. That's fine. That is fine. We'll see how it looks. It's also not the one that I'm going to be using initially, so I think it's okay that it doesn't look great. We can always fix it later. And then finally lighting, which we just need, it'll be 004200. Perfect. Set from file. Much nicer. And that go button will still pop, which is what we need. So we can go to, so video, we need to go here and change this to, so right now, the main computer is that USB or that IP. Oh wait, this is video. It's 3.11. Oh yeah, cool. So awesome. The video is good. We'll worry about lighting later. Audio. I think this one is pretty fucking solid. Like legit. I think this will look good. I think this will be super functional. Oh, I updated my Etsy store, friends. Holy crap, I almost forgot. I was going to talk about this today. So if you go to beyondmerchstore.etsy.com, I updated things, a couple prices as well as items, so things are back in stock. We got our shirt back in stock, the beard baseball tee, the one that we all well, I appreciate it. We don't have the purple sleeve one right now. But we got black, blue, green, gray, and the red back in stock. We got the stickers, the Beyond Beard sticker. I'm a very, very big fan of this thing. Definitely recommend it. I will say the transparent one, a little funky. You can get it. There's nothing wrong with getting it. But it doesn't look as fun as you might think. But it is an option if it's something you want. But yeah, all the buttons are back in stock and the mug is back in stock. Now, this is the tall mug. I have right here the short mug. Or sorry, this is the tall mug. Sorry, I have the tall mug, the 15 ounce. We had the 10 ounce before, but I upgraded it because I thought this was a much better mug size. But yeah, I'm a big fan that we were able to do that. So yay. Anyway, thank you for coming to my my merch drop. Cool. So I think this should be pretty nice. I am wondering because I think audio and video, I think the biggest difference is just going to be the cue types that you select. And obviously all the IP addresses are going to be different. But if we go into video, boop. So we'll change this to the video icon. And we'll dive in and change all these to video, camera. I kind of hate that we're going to have to move the text cue, but that's or the fade cue. A network cue is definitely still very useful for us. The rest of these, not so much. So we might change, uh, might not even need any of this stuff. Just those three in a fade, I think makes the most sense. Excellent. And then, oh, I got to change the IPs of all of this. Boop, boop. Because the more that I get this set up, the more that it can be useful for people to use. Oh, I did need to go to audio because I need to grab these. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, because all these are going to be the same, I think, across all of them. Just a good universal, like, playback sort of situation. Now, I don't think we're going to have a devamp in the lighting set. I don't think that makes much sense. But yeah, I think be super nice. Oh, wow. Basically done with the video. I do have to do the dials. We have layer, opacity, I think scale and rotation. I think that makes the most sense. And then we can have a separate page that you can swipe to that does the other settings. Oh, so I don't think rotation makes sense here. I think we need something else there. Translation doesn't make any sense either. Ooh, how did I have this set up? So I think it makes the most sense to have layer opacity. I'll get rid of scale for now because it has two values. That makes sense. Opacity. And, or sorry, hue opacity. Hue layer. And then I'll do the same thing I did with audio. So we'll have a selection thing. We'll have to change the IP like usual. And then we'll do the load to time because I think that's also pretty useful for video. Playhead cues, active cues. Okay. Yeah, so now between these two, that looks pretty cool. It switches like the default sort of situation. There isn't much in the audio world when it comes to these sort of dials, but there is in video. So I believe what I'm going to do is duplicate the page so that way all these buttons are the same, but you can swipe between options here. So we had layer and opacity, which is great. I think we should do translation here. So we'll do that. So X, Y. So Q trans X and Q trans Y. Does scale have two to scale has two options as well, so we'll do that. So Q scale X, Q scale Y. So we have translation and scale here, and then we could duplicate yet again. Um, and then this one will be rotation, which is X, Y, and Z. So Q rot X, Y, Z. X, Y, and Z. And then last but not least, duplicate, and we'll do a crop. I don't think anchor is nearly as important. So Q crop top. Silly goose. So top, bottom, left, right. Bottom, left, right, left. Hearing all these birds in this song is making me very pleased. So yeah, I should be able to swipe between these, which is super cool. And then all these stay the same because they don't have to do anything else. So we have these other things, duration, pre-wait, post-wait. I'm not sure that's as helpful on the on buttons, but I could be wrong. There's also these things, right? Bump opacity, smooth, bump translation, lock axes, bump rotation. Maybe that's what happens. So this one is like the creation screen. This one is translation and scale. Force find reset. Does this lock? No, it doesn't. It resets. So if I get rid of these, because those can be fine to be repeated, but the folders are going to get obnoxious. So if we do lock, unlock, scale. So we'll toggle that. I think we should have a reset geometry. I think that makes sense. Parameter, scale. And then we have we need another reset geometry for translation. Oh, I don't need a bump there. But having the group queue thing, that could be useful. Could it? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, maybe smooth. What is smooth? Hmm. Lock, unlock. Scale axes? No. That's not what I want. Adjust the layer of the selected cue. Is that useful? um, oh, because translation doesn't have a lock. That's what it is. Um, so if I go here, this is rotation. So we can do we'll do reset, reset lock. Cool. Rotation. So we'll do a reset rotation. That'll be great. And then here, because we don't need these folders, we need a reset crop. Awesome. Oh, I can reset opacity as well. Do I want that somewhere? No, I don't. Because this should reset. Yeah, that resets. Great. So it resets X, resets Y, so I don't really need any of these. Dang it. Dang it. Okay. Now I'm not sure if those are useful at all anymore. You know what? That's fine. Reset crop. Okay, that's fine. It's still gonna look good. I was just worried. Yeah, because I don't think there's any other, aside from level and rate, there's no other audio dials. So that's not nearly as helpful. Well, let's get a nice purple. So we'll do, so it's mostly blue. And then a little bit of red. Oh, maybe my color works. 400080. That's pretty bright. We'll give it a shot. Oh no, looks fine. Looks fine. I'll be able to see if any of this works later today. Uh I don't think there's anything else that would be useful. So this is the device that you're on. Is there any other Stream Deck controls that I can put down there? Uh, Yeah, because everything on QLab is going to require a IP, and I really don't want to pull that down there. That doesn't make much sense. Screen brightness, volume player. Yeah, I can't think of any other, yeah, this will be fine. In fact, I'm really excited about how this looks. Let's reset this to one of the QLab. Yeah, let's do, that's QLab 4. What is the QLab 5? The QLab 5 icon looks like that, so we'll do that. Excellent. Cool. I really like this. Well, for 2 seconds, I'm gonna run away to the restroom, so I will be right back. I just realized that the music gets louder during my intermission cue. I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't plan that good. Put the blanket on. Completely forgot that I kind of need to put my headphones on first because they go behind my back. Ugh. Okay. Okay. Back at it. Just for a little bit longer. Really excited to see if this works. We will, where's my mouse? There we go. Okay, that was weird. So yeah. Audio. Video. Lighting. Nothing yet. We can at least move these. Right? Correction. We'll add that one because I need to double check IP addresses and stuff. So now I think this is my default. So we should change this to QLab home. Yeah, because the old QLab main yeah, it's not nearly as helpful anymore. Okay, so now this will take us here, which hopefully looks nice and clean. And then we will use this as we progress, and this if and when we get to video world. Dark orange. Burnt orange? No. Yeah, that's just way too light, especially for the play pause. I hope this works when I go in today. That'd be super cool. Because I don't think there's any like super useful QLab buttons for audio. There's the bump reset rate, but this resets if you click it, so that's fine. Q color I'm not worried about. Yeah, Mutant Solo is the only one that I was considering, but I don't think it's as useful as I'm hoping. Add slice marker would also be nice, but set state, which defines whether the action will arm the selected queue to auto-load, disarm it, or toggle arm state. This action has two required properties. Action defines which workspace setting or window to target, and set state defines whether the action will turn the setting or window visibility on, turn it off, or toggle it. Okay. Interesting, which you couldn't read because it was under my face. Okay, well, let's play Minecraft for 2 seconds. Is that empty? No, it's my expensive shulker box. Oh, I don't think magenta's actually in my... Yeah, magenta's not a part of the possible channels. All those are, though. Cool. Excellent. Let's do that, too. I'm getting so many messages right now. I should go look at them at some point. Oh, this is something that I don't think any of you have seen on stream yet. So I figured out a way to easily do the token distribution, because this is something I was trying to figure out. Let's do this just because it's... Hope this works. Boop. That should work. Yep. We're Minecraft now. So, I'll go into Cheaty Cam. So this is how this works now. All of these trigger a piston, which pushes down a thing, what you call it? Observer. Pushes down an observer. And then the observer triggers the redstone rails, which trigger other observers, which trigger redstone activator rails, which trigger other observers, blah, blah, blah. But now all of the distribution of these cards or these tokens run underneath the main systems rail. And it can stay nice and clean up here. Because that was one of the things, like if I go into Syncmatica, you see all these lines up here that don't exist? That used to be how the tokens distributed things. It was all redstone. It was a little bit laggy. It just did not make much sense once I pulled it into the actual server. And then I built this, and it means that I can change things. It means that if I decide, oh, this, this shouldn't be -2 obstacle, it should be -1, that instead of triggering, because it's this line, instead of it triggering this, I can take that observer and put it over here, and then extend that purple line over here, and then I can trigger it. Like, I don't have to run any new redstone lines. I just have to adjust how it kind of functions under here, and then we're great. I'm so excited that this is now how this works. And why it took me so long, I could not tell you. But I am very, very happy that that's how it's set up. And all the tokens now function. Like, every single one of them triggers the way it's supposed to. Oh, hey friends. Guess we forgot to light up these. So let's do that real quick. And well, it's not B, it's G. That's okay. Thank you for filling them in, though. Like, I know it's been a minute, but we are all done, I think, now, which is great. I'm gonna need more torches for this. I have some in my ender chest, which is great. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, so boop. But you finished it, my man. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Give me that XP. Give me that XP. Fix my pick. Thank you. Boop. And boop, boop, boop. Nope. Think that's it? Yep. Okay. And boop. Boop, boop. And boop. And boop. Yeah, luckily it's really easy to fix this sort of stuff, so I am never upset. And it's actually kind of relaxing, if we're being completely honest. I guess I totally could have also done F10, which is my mini HUD that tells me exactly where these 4 blocks need to be. But I think that's it, yeah? I think I found everything. Excellent. Well, thank you for finishing that up, because that was one of the last things I really needed to worry about. Oh, you took the beacon, I see. That's fine. Doing some digging at the mountain, so once I finish, I snagged it. No, that is totally fine, my friend. I'm hoping to be able to get my own beacon here pretty soon. So that will be nice. So this right here, I did this off of camera as well. this whole system is how I do multi-draw, because for the longest time I had this system that went for drawing cards, which means it would double and triple up a lot of things that I didn't want it to. So for the Crossroads one that I found, I might Crossroads right there. Yep, I got it. So how this works is so backwards, but it functions, so I'm not changing it. Is that right now there is a single piece of black wool here. When a like say let's follow this one, Duality. That is a 2-draw card. So when you draw that, it then quick draws 2 more tokens. So what it does is it turns off this torch, so it unlocks that hopper. And the first thing it does is go through this hopper and sends a signal to the card draw or the token draw system and says, send another token into the game. Then it goes around these hoppers. It takes a very specific amount of time to get through hoppers and then gets into this hopper and sends another signal up to draw another token. So that is the 2 system. There are 10 hoppers between the 2 hoppers that send a signal. Here is the 4 token draw. So it unlocks that torch, which unlocks the hopper, sends a signal here. 10 hoppers later, sends another signal. 10 hoppers later, sends another signal. 10 hoppers later, sends the final signal. So that is 0.4 seconds for a item to go through a hopper, which means this is 4, so 0.4 times 10. That means approximately 4 seconds per hopper or per draw. So it's a draw 2, 3, 4, draw 2, 3, 4, draw, which allows plenty of time for the tokens to be triggered. Because right now, the only the only tokens I'm really worried about are the ones that are in the middle here, because it's 1 tick delay and then 2 ticks delay. So 4 ticks and then 2 ticks. So 6 ticks total. And this is redstone ticks, which means that is 0.4 just with 1 hopper, or just with 1 repeater is 0.4. No, sorry. That's 4 ticks. Because a redstone tick is 0.2 game ticks. So that means that would be 0.8. Yeah, 0.8 ticks and then 0.2 ticks. So 10 ticks. Sorry. A full second for this to trigger. A full second and then head up to the roof. So if this is 4 seconds, that means it leaves enough time for this to send up, time to process, which takes another couple ticks before the next token is then triggered. So it's technically a little bit of overkill. I probably could have done just 2 seconds of delay, but the 4 seconds felt more comfortable. It allows the card audio or the token audio to play back. It allows you to kind of like, prep and kind of like, okay, what's coming next? Like it just made a lot of sense for that kind of delay to exist. So I'm happy that's what I settled on. But yeah, so that worked out. Has there been any other changes? Yeah, so I had a conversation, Eric here in chat actually. For the longest time, this was a set of gold armor, which is the knight system, or the knight token. I changed it to a shield because a shield technically has enough durability to like what is it? Well, I can't actually see it. But allows for a specific amount of hits based on what kind of damage you're taking. So like the arrow of a skeleton compared to a husk, the axe of a vindicator, any of these sort of things, they take a certain amount of damage off of you, so it takes it off the shield instead. So the shield isn't going to last very long, but if you spend the money, like the treasure on this item, you get that right off the bat. So it's not something that you can reuse, but it allows your run to be a little bit easier that time around. And then the other one that got added is the is this one, a harvester, which triggers what will be either a golden carrot or a golden apple. And then all of those things, including your compass that takes you where you need to go, gets fired up there, and then you go find your thing. So I did have to, I think I fixed this, but I can't remember. But regardless, we're figuring it out. We'll make it work. It's a lot right now. Yeah, I think I need to do target blocks across that. So right now I've figured out that this is not working, which is a big bummer. But I'm hoping that I can figure this out so that way it actually triggers what it's supposed to, but oh well. But yeah, that's a nice little jump into what we're working on with the dungeon. I'm hoping to do a little bit of stuff off camera, and then next weekend do a little bit of work on stream. If not, do another play test now that we've gotten a bit further down the road. So today was kind of all over the place when it came to stream, but we haven't done like a just chatting non-Minecraft related stream in a while, so I thought it was a cool thing to do this time around. I will be back next week per usual. I hope to see you all here. I will also keep you posted on the Discord if the thing that I built on the Stream Deck works today, because I'll bring my laptop and we'll give it a shot. But again, I appreciate each and every one of you so much for stopping by today. Design and Conquer, my friends. I'll see you at the next one. Have a great rest of your Sunday and even better start to your week. I'll see you later. Bye.